Good morning to everyone in the US and good afternoon to the people in the UK. And if anybody's here from Australia, good evening. Welcome back, another Hangout with Human City. So today I thought we'd break in some locomotives. And as Tim from Island Scenics already pointed out, yes, I'm already going to show you one of the problems I encountered even just setting things up. And Andrew, Mr. Pictovid, I did actually shut your power off. I wanted you to come join us, so I decided to shut the power off. But yeah, if everyone can hear me, if you can give me a thumbs up in the chat, just let me know that everything's running well. As you can see, I've got the weekly Model Railroad shows coming in on the right side, so if people want to just take a look at those. And I'm really kicking myself. Tim, yes, I broke something already. We'll get into that in 1 second. If you notice, I've got the StreamYard logo back up, and what happened was I paid money over the holidays to do our holiday show and to do a couple other streams so that I didn't have the logo. And StreamYard offered this really great discount at the time, and I was like, no, I've already paid for the month. I'm not going to take the discount. And now I'm sort of kicking myself because I do like using StreamYard. I think it's a great way and an easy way to just bring people up to chat. So, we'll see what happens. I'm either gonna pay for StreamYard or I'm gonna go and figure out OBS Ninja and we'll figure something out. Let's see who's here today. Oh, I feel like I see more people in the chat than I see in my participants list. But we do have Lee from Anfield Road Layout in the Loft. Carolina Foothills Railroad, D Knight, is here. Digger Evans, Model Railway over in the UK, is joining us. Tim from Island Scenics, already giving me a hard time in the chat. J94 Kieran. Joe Rader, Black Rock Central. Brad's Trains dropping in as well. Andrew, Mr. Pictovid, also giving me a hard time in the chat, already blaming me for his power going out. New Fenris, William, how you doing? Norm Miller, checking in from South Carolina. We have Art from PDRE Engineer. I always want to say PDRE Engineer, but it's really just anyway. Pete Clark, welcome. Rick the Tree, Mr. Bailey. John from Schuylkill River Valley's here. Steve Childers checking in. I hope you're wearing the Blame Heath shirt this morning. We got Jason the Train Freak. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 out of 5 of the STS crew checking in. Timber Surf, welcome. We've got the Waco Kid checking in. And last but definitely not least, Z Fantasy Trains is here. Looks like some other people have come in. Let's see, new Northeast Quarter Jersey Rail Fan. Tyler from Lackawanna Rail Fan is here. Ray is slacking. Ray's probably the only one of us actually working. So somebody's got to work. Dad's Cook's been a lurker for a while, decided to say hello. He's only been model railroading for almost 70 years. So Dad's Cook's sounds like he's a new guy in the hobby, and we always love meeting some of the new guys. Just kidding. So let's take a look real quick. So if you notice, I do have 2 HO locomotives and 1 N-scale locomotive. And let's talk about what I already broke before we get into things. When I went into my storage unit to find an HO locomotive, I basically was able to find this one. It's a Model Power, I forget what it is, F9. Am I hearing my phone going off? People are already commenting on stuff. Who's already giving me a hard time? So it's an F9, and I grabbed it because it was on the top of the pile when I went looking for an HO locomotive. So I grabbed it, I brought it up here, I oiled it up. I've got some of this Slickerin oil here. This is from CMR Products, actually one of my let's see if I can get this to focus. Probably not, but you know. Slicker and Oil Products. It's a synthetic oil from CMR Products, which is one of my channel sponsors. So now I don't know why I have not seen. Did anyone see when I posted the link for StreamYard? I am starting to think that we have another. I'm starting to think we have another day of things not working. Well, so Container Man, this is an F9. So I bought this probably in the mid to early 80s. So it's a okay, good. So Jason saw the link, but it doesn't look like Streamlabs is posting links for some reason. Oh, you know. It's all good. Anyway, so I probably bought this back in the 80s. And if we look at it on the bottom, the way this works is the pickups are on the front and the drive wheels are in the back. And all four of the drive wheels had traction tires on them. Oh, and it looks like there might still be one on this guy. But when I started to try and run it, the traction tires were dried out. They were cracked. There were flat spots. Digger, that was not coconut oil. It was synthetic oil. So basically the traction tires were all cracked. They're all broken. So I pulled off the traction tires and now I've got pizza cutter wheels, so they won't run on this track now. So unfortunately, the locomotive I thought I was going to run and break in today. Oh, good. Streamlabs is posting links. Beautiful. Beautiful. So I was going to break this guy in because it hasn't run since the 80s. But, you know, if it doesn't want to cooperate, it goes to the back of the line. So instead, I've got this PA1. Atherm Blue Box. PA1, obviously Pennsylvania. Tuscan Red, I guess. Sort of brown 5-stripe. This also was purchased in the 80s. The price on it says $22.50. So, kind of loving that. So I got this guy. This guy's DCC. So I have, let's see if we go to the overhead. Let's see if we can see it. No, it's not quite in frame. So I've got this old Bachmann. Is it Bachmann or Tyco? No, it is Bachmann. I do have some of the fancy MRC ones, but again, this was kind of on the top of the pile. So it does work. Tuscan Red. Yes. So this works. So, you know, they say, I guess, to break something in, you should run it a half hour forward and a half hour forward, half hour backwards at like 50%. Then Timber Surf, I don't know the answer to your question. I don't know if you're asking me a question or if you're asking somebody else a question. Yeah, Container Man, you are correct. I do. I do not see freight trains on a regular basis. I see passenger trains. So I've got passenger trains. Or I should say passenger locomotives, at least here. But so I need to break this in. So a half hour forward and a half hour backwards. So I've got this this guy here, and I guess we're just gonna run it forward and backwards for an hour of this stream. We'll just watch it go back and forth. The other thing is I have this guy as well. If you haven't seen it yet, this is the UT6D. It's the new utility throttle from Digitrax. So if we fire this guy up, let's see. Track power on. I've got the brake set. So this is the brake in the center, forward and backwards. So that's pretty cool, right? So you can actually see it looks like I already had the speed up. So we got this solar guy going. So I figure I'm just going to run this back and forth for a half hour, and I'm just going to run this back and forth for a half hour. and we'll see how this goes. You know, what could go wrong, right? So let's see. You need an auto reversing unit. So Mr. Pictovid, I hope I'll send you my address so you could ship me one. It would be better having a Locomotive. It would definitely be better if I had a Locomotive, but I've got a desk with about 2 feet of track on it. So I see an old brown transfer. Yeah, isn't it funny the stuff you pull out? You can kind of tell when somebody got into model railroading by some of the old stuff they have. Love that stuff. Let's see. Should we tell them about rolling roads? You need some track rollers. So, yeah. So my issue with the track rollers is I've got HO and I got N scale. So if I got track rollers, I would need two different sets. So I didn't do that. Yeah, I could set up a card table with a Locomotive. You know, if you look at this background, this is kind of my living room. I just, you know, it's just easier to do that. Let's I got 2 people down in the basement. Let's say hello to them first. And then I'll keep going, getting these guys running back and forth, and we'll have fun with that. We got Tyler up in the upper right corner, and we've got Mr. Steve Blameheath Childers in the bottom corner. How's it going, gentlemen?
I'm in uniform.
Yeah, you guys. I like the hat too. I'm liking that.
From the Cumbres and Toltec Scenic Railway in Colorado and New Mexico.
That's pretty awesome. Tyler, are you there? Can you hear us as well? Or not? Well, Tyler's running some trains. I'm going to make these guys small for a second because the Angels mentions DCC Concepts has a set that fits most gauges. And let's see, I might just happen to have a box down here. I just got this box in yesterday from Iron Planet Hobbies. Iron Planet Hobbies is another one of my channel sponsors. They do a lot of DCC stuff. And, you know, I think Iron Planet Hobbies might also stock DCC concept stuff.
So, Angels, how much did Heath pay you to be a straight man today?
I may have set this up. This whole thing may have just been a setup to do an unboxing today.
There you go.
Let's see. Steve put on the shirt only to please human. Hey, you know, Roy, if you put the shirt on, you could come up here also. You know, so.
Roy, it's the uniform, man. It's the uniform. Not enough, Angel.
The Angel says I did not pay him enough. So yeah, Iron Planet Hobbies just restocked. They got a bunch of new stuff in stock. So let's see. I've got this guy, Bell's Ice Cream Stand from Monroe Models. I want to get into doing some Craftsman kits. And this is a little overhead gantry crane. So I got a couple of these.
Those will be fun.
These laser kits. Hey, Tyler, we can hear you now. So yeah, I'm looking forward to these, but this is why we're all here today, aren't we? Look at that. Is everyone as excited as I am about this?
Those are just the rollers, right?
So yeah, so this is a rolling road system. It can be used with see if I can show it. DCC, DC, or AC power. And it can be used with OO, HO, ON30, TT, HO, HOM. I don't even know what HOM is. 12 millimeter, N, HOE, P4, and EM. It's ready to go for OO, HO. It comes in a 4-axle set, 8-axle set, or 12-axle set. So, yeah, if you're in the U.S., Iron Planet Hobbies, use the discount code HUMAN for 10% off and free shipping. But what you do, and I thought this was so awesome. Oh, and of course it comes.
That's better than the rolling road, in my opinion.
Yeah. So. Okay. Dog's still got
'Cause you-
allergies, and she sits there and she'll scratch herself until she starts crying, but then she won't stop scratching when she starts crying. Um, so yeah, what the reason when I saw these, the reason I really like them, and I haven't seen Anthony Dodge yet, but what's great about these can do HO3 rail as well. They've actually got a slot cut out on the bottom of them. So in addition to be able to doing all of the different scales, and Mr. Pictovid, all of the real scales.
Somehow I doubt that, Timber.
What did Timber say?
He wants to know if it's free shipping to the UK.
No free shipping to the UK, but they do ship to the UK. That said, in the UK is, I believe, where DCC Concepts is based. So, not that I don't want to support my channel sponsor, but, you might want to, there's probably another venue. I'm thinking about getting the power base from them. I think DCC Concepts has some really cool things. And
Yeah, they got an alpha meter that I want.
Yes, I want that as well. It's kind of, though, not having a permanent layout. This was first on the list.
Yeah. Well, I mount mine right
Yeah, so
back over
Bernard points out an interesting point here, right? So he paid $100 for his. So
Whoa.
I'm just gonna. Well, but that's what they cost. Like if you buy an HO scale one, it's about $100. If you buy an N scale one, it's about $100. So let's
the
go
rolling
here. Let's see. Share screen. Chrome tab. I don't know why, but my phone just keeps ringing over here. Share. There we go. Okay. So, so Bernard paid $100 for his, and if we look here, you can see
92.
that it's 92.23 for the 12 axle, but if you only need the 8 axle, it's only $73, and you can do all three scales, or all three scales. You can do OO, HO, N, everything. So let's let me keep getting these open.
So you could, even if you had if you had the 12 or 6 axles, all right, you could still do it on the 3 axle, correct? I mean on the 4 axle.
Yeah, I'm assuming that you could. Did the feed go down, or is it just you? I'm hoping it's just you, but with it's showing me where I'm viewing it that I'm doing good. So
Yeah, you sound good. You look good on my end.
I look good, do I, Steve?
Well, the best part is I can't see it because you're real small right now. Your video feed is good.
Gotcha.
How's that?
Gotcha. Lee,
Hello, Heath.
did
Hey,
you
Lee.
come to check out my my new rolling roads?
Yeah, I have actually seen this. I was seeing it last time. I've got something on the workbench I'm working on under the camera. I've got a new camera angle with the camera now.
Yeah, the way I found these is the DCC guy actually did a review on them. I don't know what his connection is, but it's like the second the DCC concept stuff comes out, it's like they just mail it to him and he does a review.
Hello, Ray. Hello, Ron.
Who? Charlie?
Oh, I just realized if Ray's here, we have the whole STS gang.
That's what I was about to say. That's the only one that was missing was Ray.
So one of the things that I think is really cool about this, and it's part of why I got out both the N scale and the HO scale, is that, you know, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trucks, 6 axles on this guy and 8 axles on this guy. So obviously I don't have enough to do all 12, but because it's, oh, this is interesting. I'm not exactly sure. Oh, so it looks like you can use these if you don't want to put it on your track. This gives you a little like piece of track and a clip, so you can use these without the track. That's pretty cool.
That's
Or
a
is
good
that-
idea.
Or do you use rail joiners to your track?
Well,
For
that's
those.
what. Yeah, I mean, like over here, I just have alligator. Can't even see it. I just have alligator clips on the side over there, right here. So that's all I'm doing for that. But yeah,
It
so
works.
what I think's kind of cool though is I could do, you know, I could do both. As I drop stuff, I can do both of these with the one set. You know, and mix and match as I need them. So
Yeah, because all you do is you change those blue spacer clips, right?
Yep. I need to figure out how you change them.
This is going to go drastically wrong then, in it with Heath.
No, it's not going to go wrong yet. But
Yeah,
you can see it's got the slot for the
3-rail.
3-rail. Yeah, so you don't have to have N scale and HO scale track. You could use one of those. So
You just use different spacers, yeah.
Human says read the instructions. Why would I read the instructions? If I have you guys here, I don't need to read the instructions.
Real men never read instructions.
no, we never do. The instructions go out the window.
We never
Thank
ask for
you.
directions either. That's why we're always lost.
Exactly. See, you guys understand.
it's instructions don't get read at all. Full stop.
Yeah, manuals are for people without imaginations,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, they are.
I hear people complain about model instructions. I'm going, there's instructions?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, there is instructions. It's like my Metcalf build. I've started building. I've followed the instructions to some degree, and then it's a change. I'll do it to what it's meant to be. Then a change. That's why I like scratch building. It's more easy. You can do it how you want it.
Can you hear it?
No.
No.
Well, I can hear it. Oh, it's probably because I have the thing set to not pick up the background sounds. But it is now running in the forward direction on the rollers, and that was pretty simple because it was it was set up for HO. So now let's see how to. Yeah, look at the directions. They're the cards blank. I don't. They're.
I like
literally-
what Mr. Pickables put. Make sure you open the window before putting the instructions out the window.
Yeah, see, directions are just suggested. I agree.
Exactly, William.
Yeah, and yes,
That's
exactly.
That's good what Andrew's just put.
That's really pretty cool that it's running.
It is.
Yeah, I don't. You can't see it, but it's. Can you? Oh, as I knock it off the that would be bad to knock it off the rollers and have it go.
Watch it go flying.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, that
You
is
can
the
always,
side.
you can always post my my worst sound for model railroaders video.
Yeah. So they got a little Phillips screw on the bottom there. So I think we're gonna get out the old the driver screw. I'm gonna get rid of this. I think I probably should have opened it the other way so that all the stuff was left
Yeah. Yeah,
in
you
the
could have
tray.
left it in the tray. You done a bad job there, Heath.
Lee, where the heck were you when I was opening this thing?
Um,
In the
I was
basement.
probably I may have clicked on the link and gone to do the dog's tea. I clicked on the link.
Can you see? I don't know if you can see. They're actually labeled. That actually says N scale on it.
Oh, that's
All
good.
right.
So
There's
they
your
are
instructions.
actually labeled HON3.
Your dad's here. Hi, Lauren.
Hey, Lauren. I haven't broken anything yet.
Keyword there is yet.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, is that a bit with a capital yet with a capital letter?
All
So
caps.
Lee, speaking about
Yeah.
breaking things, what's this new camera setup you got?
Basically, it's my webcam I've got, but I've put it so I can have it working on the workbench when I'm doing a scratch build.
Ah,
So when I'm literally, my hands aren't involved on it when I'm working on it. I've got it set up on it now. I can point it down on something I'm working on, not a problem, and I can see what I'm working on. Like when I'm doing a scratch build, like I do a scratch build live or something. You can just see me building what I'm building live.
yeah. That's why I like having all these different camera angles. It kind of, it gives options and stuff for people to
Yeah,
be able to kind of see what I'm doing.
yeah, that's
So,
what my plan is. That's
so
what my
he,
plan is.
let me ask you, you're putting all those back in the tray, and are you going to do the N scale engine too?
I am, yes.
Okay. See, I probably would have set up the N scale engine and then put what was left in the tray. But that's just me.
Yeah,
Steve,
I would have done the same.
But Steve, if you're OCD like I am, then you want everything to be neat and orderly, so that when you start working, everything is neat and orderly
Hey,
and in a place.
you see behind me?
I don't. Karen, thanks for asking. The train inspector is down here right now. She is inspecting one of her toys. More like she's tearing it apart, but
That's
to
her
each
toy.
their own. R2D2. Who's got an R2D2? That is so cool. HON3. Like they're literally labeled on the bottom so that you know which are which. I think that's so awesome that they're labeled. I mean, it's just a little detail that's just,
Well, it's bound to make it easier, as long as they stay in the tray where you can read them.
Steve, where were you when I took them out of the tray?
He asked me the same thing.
Hey,
Hey,
Lee, Containerman says he really doesn't want to watch you fall asleep while you're modeling.
I'm not going to fall asleep.
So true.
Now I'm making a wooden platform out of coffee stirrers.
That's so cool that it's just like running. I don't know why that's so exciting to me.
And it'll slide on that track pretty easily too, won't it?
Yeah, I was actually, if you're kind of careful with it, it does just sort of slide. So
As long as you don't hit a rail joiner or something like that.
Oh, you know what I just realized? I'm curious about something.
If you can put the
Yeah, I'm wondering if I could put this model power on, because the traction tires, or where the traction tires should be, have the pizza cutter wheels. But
yeah.
I'm wondering if on the rolling road, if they would, if there'd be enough clearance.
It should be.
depends on the width of the wheel, width of the trench for the traction tire to sit down into as compared to the rolling road.
Yeah, we're gonna find out in a second here. Lining these up, I must admit, it's not the easiest thing in the world, but it's also not really that hard.
You got an orthodontist around the corner?
Do I?
Yeah.
Why? No.
You can get the rubber bands for braces, orthodontia.
Oh, yeah.
Pop
I was
them
just
on.
gonna get some
Bulldog snot?
Yeah, thank you. Bulldog snot. It's in my cart. I just
I
it's
think
funny
the,
too. I was
I
gonna
think
buy
rubber
it like
band-
a couple months ago, and I didn't buy it, and now I'm,
the orthodontia rubber bands probably last you longer. The key there is make sure when you get them on that you straighten them out so that they're not twisted.
twisted. Yeah. So the good news is it's running. The bad news is every time I turn it on, it shoots the back one out the back. I don't think so. The weight difference between the Athearn PA1 and the Model Power. I guess I
Yeah.
should switch these now. The difference in the weight is significant. Significant.
Yeah,
But, yeah.
There's no added weight to the model power. If I remember correctly, it's been years since I've had a F7 or F9 model power. But I've got an E9 model power. It's a piece of crap because it doesn't have any weight to it, and the drivetrain to it is so rough. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, I mean, you can see. I mean, there obviously, I guess, is added weight, right? You can see the piece of weight here,
Oh, there it is. Okay.
but compared to the weight that's in the PA1, there's
Does that have a big saddle weight on it? The PA1,
I don't remember.
like the F7s
You're
have.
asking me questions as if I remember.
I know the F7's superpower blue boxes. That's a little bit different. Have a big
so
saddle weight.
so the weight in this is just the it looks like it's just the cast
Yeah.
frame is the only weight. But it also does have these flywheels, which are pretty heavy.
Yeah.
So see you later,
Model
Jason.
power, model
Later,
power
Jason.
flywheel does it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny. It shoots it out the back. So the other thing that's interesting is like this guy, probably won't be able to see it really, but the flywheels are spinning very slowly, whereas this guy's just like taking off. So the gearing or whatever is so much different. Oh,
You broke it.
so
It is Heath we're talking about.
so apparently you can drive it right
Hi,
off the
Jason.
wheels. I guess in a perfect world, I would just put I would just
You'd have them
use
all.
Yeah, I'd just have all.
And
six.
that way the weight per rolling, it's just distributing the weight more, and you won't run it off. You can run it up faster.
Yeah, it's not the worst lining these things up. It just sort of. Now, I do have my GG1s over here as well. So the thought of lining up all of the weights on the GG1, that might be interesting. I mean, all the rollers on the GG1 might be interesting. But I like this. This is pretty. It's actually moving it across the track a little bit as it vibrates.
It's moving inch by inch.
I gotta say though, I mean that's pretty darn nifty. Oh, did I just see Anthony? Yeah, Anthony Dodge is here. Anthony, these work on 3-rail. Oh, which side? Can't see it here. Where is it?
It only has to be on 1 or 2 gauges.
Yeah.
Look at the HO one.
It was here. There we go. The HO ones. These work on 3-rail as well, Mr. Dodge. Okay, let's get the N scale ones going for this guy.
Oh, so they screw on, they don't snap in. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why they don't snap in. That would have. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, with the way they vibrate and roll and everything, it's probably better to have it screwed on.
Yeah, definitely. So I guess we'll get to see how long it takes to swap them.
Yeah.
I mean, it's you can see they're coming off very easily. So
Yeah, just don't over tighten and strip them.
yeah, I mean this feels like a pretty hard phenolic plastic.
Oh, Grandpa Dodge.
You could probably hear the train running now. I think when I stop talking.
Yeah, and you have the shell off it too.
Yeah. My life track said to break it in properly, you need to change speed, so give it full throttle.
Zoom.
Yeah,
So my
zoom in.
understanding is you run it for like 15 minutes on 50%, and then you run it on like 50% at 100%, both forward and backwards. Joel's already expecting me to lose things.
All you're trying to do when they talk about running in, all they're trying to do, especially like on an Athearn where it has brushes, is get those brushes to seat properly against the commutator. All right, so they've got to round off to match the roundness of the commutator. Yep. So I don't know that speed matters as much as the ratio of speed to time. A slower speed would require longer
time.
Speed, yeah.
So Brian Page, so somebody asked, the screws are not retained, meaning if I'm not careful, the screw will go flying across the room. So Brian, my understanding is that they're either. That they can be both DC or DCC. But I'm a little bit making that assumption. I don't 100% know the answer.
Yeah, it'll work for both.
No, sorry. We're talking about the Solar Series locomotive.
Oh,
sorry. Is the Solar locomotive DC or DCC? I'm sorry. The locomotive comes DC. I've put a Digitrax decoder in it to make it DCC.
That's really solar?
Yeah, this is the no. Sorry. Microtrains has a solar system series. So they've got a locomotive, they've got Earth, they've got Mars, they've got Venus, they got Uranus, they've got the Neowise comet.
I'd say something, but I'm gonna hold back.
Yeah, I've already gotten all those comments. Thanks. So I don't know if you guys can see, but here's one of the screws right here. So they are not captured. You can see. Here's an interesting comment. High speeds will make the brushes bounce. Hence, you need to run less than 50% to allow them to bed in. That's really interesting.
And both ways, because of the way the commutator has to turn both ways so the brush can seat in both ways.
Both directions.
Yeah, that's what we used to do with RC cars. We used to do that. We would take a motor and run it like half an hour, just sitting on a block,
Yeah.
and just run it, half throttle, just to get everything seated when they were before brushless motors. And
Hello, William.
hello, Lee.
Hello, mate.
So Brian Page, I don't think you were here earlier, but so here's the UT6D throttle. So this is on my the solar locomotives on my Digikai's DCC system. So that's what it's running off right now. So I'm gonna get the rolling road set up so that I can just break it in, because I haven't actually broken it in. This throttle's kind of neat too. It's got instead of on the DT602D, to change directions you push this button. So there's no brake.
To do that with it.
Whereas this guy, there's actually a brake. I don't know if you can see, but that's actually a little B right there. And when you move it forward, it turns to an F. And then you go brake, and then go reverse. Although it's going forward.
It never goes as planned.
Brake, reverse.
Yeah.
There we go. Now it's going reverse. So, like, as far as operations, this is probably actually a better throttle for operations because it's actually got a brake on it, which is pretty cool. So Peter Clark's asking, why am I taking these apart? So the reason I'm taking them apart is because they come with the HO spacer. And I'm going to put them back together with
the proper spacer. Yeah, they come with the proper spacer.
Hey.
Steve, I'm sorry, Steve. You're breaking up. I don't know. Do you have like a bad connection or something, Steve? I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
So they come with the HO ones, and I need to swap them to the N scale ones because I've got the two different scales. So that's why I'm. Hey, look! Looks like somebody joined in the basement. Oh, hey, Steve. How you doing?
He kicked himself, didn't he?
I had a little help.
Yeah, you had a little bit of help. It was called from Heath.
I may have kicked them.
Yeah.
So,
we know what happened there, Heath. It was you that your problems again. The Heath gremlins.
oh yeah, that's what it was, Lee. Exactly. It was some gremlin kicked him out.
I'm just gonna blame Heath.
Yeah. If anything goes wrong with the live stream, we blame Heath.
Yeah.
Oh, and it's pretty much guaranteed something is going to go wrong.
Yeah.
There we go. There we
it
go.
went-
Wait. Here we go. Here's the answer. It
True,
comes
Roy.
with the most common spacer, but we've got to change it to the better spacer.
Oh.
Was it
Thank
being,
you, SP and 53.
HO as opposed to N?
Yeah, they come all put together for HO. And to swap them to N, you just need to unscrew them.
Yeah.
Randall, how's the internet today?
Well, it's doing pretty good since I'm here at there. How about you guys?
All right, Randall.
Things are doing
Howdy,
fantastic.
Hey, Randall.
Hey,
Howdy, gents.
it's not on me. It's on something on the bench I'm working on. As normal.
I gotta tell you, this system is pretty impressive. Just the amount of time it took to swap that, and now I've got a rolling road for N scale. I mean, yeah. If I was going to do this with hundreds of locomotives all the time, like swapping them, it might be a pain in the butt, and I might just want dedicated units. But considering I'm going to primarily do N scale, and I'll have like an HO loco every once in a while, it's like I can just leave 4 of them in HO and make the rest of them N scale. And
So That's not. But you got a 12 axle set, correct?
Correct. Yep, they
So
come in 4, 8s, and 12 sets.
So all I'd really need 8 would be more than enough.
Yeah, so I got the 12 for 2 reasons. One, because if you buy an individual rolling road, in general, you're gonna pay about $100. So I would have spent 100 for an N scale and 100 for an HO scale. So
Right.
I figured 100 for both. I would just get the biggest set, and also I figured, just from being able to kind of do what I'm doing now, to sort of show off the product, I guess a little bit. I thought it would be fun to have the
Plus, if
the
you
bigger
got
set.
if you already have a test track, all right, like my setup, I got a DC test track, a DCC test track, and a DCC programming track. So that is a whole lot more flexible to work with what I have as compared to getting a standalone rolling road.
It does look better, that system. I've got a test track, and I bet you that system would work better on my test track.
So this is going together pretty well. Let's see. Oh, I do only need 4 of them. Why did I take so many apart? Does anyone know?
It is Heath we're talking about here.
You got to do a rhythm, Heath.
You really want us to answer that, Heath?
Heath, you got no rhythm doing things. I did the same thing with a model a couple weeks ago.
You don't have
I'm
any
yakking
steamers.
with you guys.
You don't have any steamers, do you, Heath?
I do, and actually, so the real
Yeah,
the
you're all
real
right.
reason
They're too
reason
old
I
for
got
them.
this is I've got these GG1s. This one's got DCC. This one's just got DC. This one's got a TCS decoder. I'm gonna put an MRC sound decoder in this guy, and I bought the bigger kit because I want to be able to power both of them up at once and hear the difference between, or be able to test the difference between the TCS DCC decoder and the MRC DCC decoder. Okay, so Cowboy and Timberline just ordered one, so they're not going to be in stock much longer. But if I could find the box, I'll show you. So I got them from Iron Planet Hobbies, or I got mine from Iron Planet Hobbies. Human at checkout, 10% off. Plus free shipping. These are the DCC concepts. This will be easier. They're the DCC concepts rolling road, and it's a universal system. So you could, if you're an HO and an N scale modeler, or if you're in the UK and you're an OO and an N scale modeler, or if you do HO scale and you do narrow gauge, this will work with any of those. And the other thing that I mentioned earlier is if you are like a Mr. Anthony Dodge and you do 3-rail HO, it's actually got the cutout so you can use them for 3-rail HO as well. So, and this
I didn't know they made a 3-rail HO.
Yeah,
Brooklyn.
That's what Anthony's on. Anthony Dodge is on 3-rail.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, all of the European trains are 3-rail. Not all of them. Sorry, I shouldn't say that.
No.
A lot of them are. So Art just ordered a 12-roller set as well. I think we may sell them out by the end of this live stream at the rate we're going.
I need to order a set of those test rollers.
How much is a set of these?
That's I said I need to order a set sometime.
Oh, you need to order a set.
Yeah.
I think I actually got this engine work.
Just what I need, another package and inbound to me.
I think you've had enough packages, haven't you, Steve?
I don't even want to talk about how many packages of mine are lost in the mail.
There's 6 more on the way, Lee.
Yeah, no, I got one here 2 days ago. I was actually gonna pull out and start playing with. Actually, part of it's right here. The I ended up getting Green Stuff World has texture plates.
Yeah, I love the green stuff. The green
Ah,
stuff
that's
stuff.
great.
Did I just say that?
But I
So,
also got a
here's the
texture
12 rail
roller.
if people are looking.
I got the cobblestone texture roller for N scale that's 15 millimeter.
Oh, cool.
I was actually going to start working with that now because the
I
other,
just
the
sorry.
other
Go ahead.
stuff is 28.
Yeah, that's what I noticed. A lot of the green stuff is larger than N scale.
Yeah, most of it's HO to O gauge because it's more tabletop gaming than it is train.
Yeah, I just got done
yeah.
doing something too. So
Be honest with you, Heath, with your OCD, you would not want to see my workbench right now. This is how my workbench ends up when I'm in the middle of working with stuff.
Oh, no,
Can't
yeah,
be
but
worse
that's,
than
I mean,
mine.
that's, but as long as that's what it looks like when you're working on stuff, that's,
Yeah, when I'm working on stuff, it's like this. Usually it's clean, but I've kind of got everything thrown out that I was working with. And then now I'm deciding to change my idea of what I want to do, so I'm like in the process of cleaning up.
Yeah. Well, I had to take all of I had to take all this stuff down when I redid it because I couldn't.
Yeah.
I couldn't just clean up. Basically, I had to, strip it all down. So
Yeah.
Anthony says all the major companies make test run kits in both 2-rail and 3-rail. Yes, the advantage of this kit though is that it's multiple scales for the same price as the other kits. So let me see if I can get.
What's the platform made?
I think I actually got this engine working. I just took out the light bulb in it and rewired it.
And now it's working?
Well, I don't know. I gotta test it right now.
Oh.
Cross your fingers. Oh, look at there.
Cross everything. Hopefully it works for you.
Okay, track is on. Now it's not running.
What are you working on now, William?
Oh, more of my plastic models. Actually, I'm doing conversions with them now. Actually, making them more fit the army that I play instead of the Space Marine, just vanilla Space Marine that they are. But I decided I was going to stop on this because I've just gotten to the point my hands are shaking too much. I can't mess with the fiddly bits right now. So
yeah, it's like me. I've started doing the wall. I was doing it yesterday on a live, but I was playing. I had problems with my live, so whose name was getting blamed? But Heath's.
Of course, always. So
Yeah.
I'm not 100% sure why right now, but it runs for a second and then stops. I'm trying to see. Trying to work out if it's a locomotive thing or if it's a.
Right, I'm going to do something else now. I think glue can go over there. Let's get me wall. Let's get me wall. To me church.
Well, it works real easily on the other one.
The wall's coming on well, William.
Are your wheels dirty, Heath?
Well, that's why I was. If I drop it on the track, if I drop it on the track, it was running. I could be having the same problem I was having the other week with it, but it was running pretty consistently for a second there.
I got a couple engines. You got to warm them up before they.
Yeah.
I clean the commutators on them.
Well, and this one's never been run either, so it the chance of it being finicky is high.
I'm crossing my fingers. I'm trying to win a bid on eBay for a Locomotive 482.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
It's got 3 bids on it, so and it ends tomorrow. So I'm crossing my fingers.
Yeah, it's one of those you wait till like the last 5 minutes and then start bidding on it. Then that's when the bidding wars begin.
I bid on a Navy set the other day. It was 10 Navy cars and A and B set, and I lost at the last second. Like I bid at I think 10 seconds to go, and somebody else bid at 2 seconds to go.
Yeah, two isn't too good. I've won a couple bids, but that's about it.
I get my bid ready at 30 seconds. Then I wait to confirm it until it's 2 seconds.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, they'll set automatic bids, and then you're at 2 seconds, and you get an automatic bid on there.
Well, that's what I think I got. I got swiped by an automatic bid.
Yeah.
You gotta make your bid high enough, to compensate for that. You just set your bid at the maximum you're willing to pay for it.
And that's what I did. That's what I did. I set it to the max. Somebody was just willing to pay a little more.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Probably if I'm not winning at the last minute, I'll just put the max amount that I want for it, and
then you hope for the best.
Yeah.
Yep. Go at like the last 2 seconds.
I do not want to take this locomotive apart again, but something tells me I need to adjust the motor contacts on it again.
Which
Why? Because it's free rolling, or
no? Because it's
it's
sometimes it's not running is the problem.
Okay. No, I was looking at I guess it was the other one. He was pushing one back and forth. It looked like a free rolling unit.
Oops. And I just shorted it out.
This car here is pretty neat. I built this the other day.
Oh, nice.
Is it a blue box or something, or
Yeah.
like you build it from a kit?
Nice.
It's really nice.
That is a nice box car, that.
It is.
Yeah, it's 50 foot.
That's an old reefer, isn't it? Ice reefer.
Yeah, Royal Express. Yeah, it's a nice one. Refrigerator.
Okay,
Yeah,
so you probably can't hear it, but it is running now. So I'm just going to leave it be, let it break in a little bit, and maybe it'll just run a little better then.
I got 3 of those as Coors beer cars, and then I got another one that's Burlington.
Yeah, I got the.
Yeah.
There's. Right here.
So I should be able to bring somebody else up. There we go. Now it's letting me. There we go. Frank's up here.
Hello, Frank.
I've only been in the basement for 15 minutes.
Well, when I tried to bring you up last time, it said that we can't.
Yeah,
I love those Ather and Blue Box kits. That's.
Yeah, they're simple.
I need 2 of those hatches.
Yeah, the ice hatches.
Everybody's building today.
Need 2 of those. Doing good,
Everyone's
Frank. How about
today?
you?
I'm doing good. Everybody's building today, I see.
Yeah, sort of.
I'm just here for color commentary.
Yeah, I'm busy building. I'm doing my clay. I'm scribing out my clay walls around my church.
I got 9 roundhouse passenger cars, the Harriman style, Pennsylvania passenger cars. I built 3 of them this morning.
Oh, nice.
Frank, I can't believe you haven't started talking about your
Oh.
new acquisition yet.
Yeah, I heard you guys talking about auctions. Guy tried to get me at the last minute too, but I got it for $575. I don't care. Yeah, hey, guys, I got my Broadway Limited brass hybrid.
You've been trying to get that for a while now.
Woo! There's a guy on eBay right now. He wants $900 for it.
Yep.
Woo!
Yep.
Brass hybrid BLI Paragon 3 Pennsylvania S2 steam turbine.
Oh wow, that's
Nice.
I got it for $575.
That's a good price for a brass hybrid.
Absolutely. Well, I told Heath about an auction site that I had found. This Stout Auction does nothing but trains. And they were having an auction, an online.
I didn't even look. I didn't want to spend. Oh, look at that Volmer kit. I like that.
Oh, there was only 500 different lots. Mine was at 383 or something. I had to sit there and wait for them to pull mine up to make sure I'd get it.
Yeah.
yeah. This has flowers.
Oh, you're repeating yourself, Tyler. Do you have your YouTube on?
No.
No.
So, yeah, I got mine. I don't know when I'm going to get it. They sent me a confirmation email saying I won, but then they turn around and they box everything up according to your registration address, and then they send you an invoice with the shipping.
Yeah.
Do you get it when you get it, Frank?
I can't wait. So here's the problem I'm having right now. 5 times today, I've tried to print out a label on USPS.com, putting in your address 310.
I'm telling you, don't use USPS.com. I literally have 6 packages right now that are just like who knows where.
Anyway, I tried to print out a label 6 times and 6 times it won't go through.
UK?
I hit save to cart. I go into the cart and it's not there. I'm like, pissed off. So I got on my computer and tried it again instead of using my phone. Same thing.
Yeah, the Postal Service is. I'm glad one of the companies I work with started using UPS now instead of the Postal Service, and it's.
I'm asking
night and
everyone that I
day.
buy something from on eBay. I'm asking them, please don't ship USPS because of all the problems.
Yeah.
So yeah, I had a problem last Sunday. I had a number 5Y that I had ordered off of Amazon, and it was supposed to be here on a Sunday. So on a Sunday, you figure it's coming via Amazon, right? One of their little delivery trucks. So Sunday comes around, and I check the status of delivery, and it says it's been transferred to our shipping partner, United States Postal Service. I'm like, what, a Sunday? They don't even deliver on a Sunday.
They do just because of Amazon.
Yeah, well, they never got it. The post office never got it. It still says in Amazon. They refunded me my money already, but they said it's still, the last status says it's been transferred to their shipping partner, but the post office never got it.
Yep.
Yeah.
This
So here's something you can do if you guys use Amazon. I called Amazon yesterday and talked to them, and they put it through. They have my orders now never, ever to be transferred to the United States Postal Service.
Yeah, they say you can do that, and I've tried to do that previously, and they still end up doing it. So I don't know.
About 3 weeks, so I'm not ordering nothing for 3 weeks.
Yeah, I don't know how much I believe them.
Yeah, this locomotive that I'm trying to bid, it even has a full brass tender on it. They swapped it out for a brass tender.
Well, if they send me anything through the post office anymore, I'm just telling them I didn't get it.
Yeah, well, I mean, the reality is you probably didn't.
Yeah, most likely.
No,
yeah.
it probably ended up in someone else's house.
Well, the funny thing is the post office ran that tracking number. That tracking number is actually not a tracking number, but it's it let them know what pallet it's supposed to be on. They checked. They never even got the whole pallet.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna drop out. I gotta go do a couple things.
See, the only place that I have problem.
Yep, have
with
a
the
great
post
day.
office
See you later, Tyler.
is,
See you later,
is
Tyler.
up on the East Coast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you
And
guys,
my local office sucks.
there's an app for your phones. If you go eBay and on your phones, it's called Auction Sniper, and you can put it in there and set what time you want it to bid. 30 seconds,
Yep.
2 seconds, or whatever, and it'll bid your maximum amount right at the last second
Yep.
for
I-
free.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
for free. They don't
Yes.
even take a cut.
No, I think you get the first 5 for free, but I don't use it unless I absolutely positively want something. I think I still got 3 snipes left. And if you don't win, it doesn't count as one that you used.
Right.
Oh, cool.
Huh.
That sounds good.
Let's see.
All right.
I went down to that company yesterday during business hours on the other side of the fence. They let me go back in and look at that old steam locomotive.
Oh, really? Oh, that's
Oh,
cool.
cool.
Oh man, what a shame! it's an old New York Central P&LE. I forget the number. 683 Berkshire,
Oh,
and it's like I said, the cab is completely missing. The boiler's hanging from chains right now, and the wheel set's sitting off to the side. It's being scrapped.
Put the camera down.
so they're not even using it for parts to repair one then.
No,
That's sad to hear.
I wish I could afford to pay them the scrap price just for the wheel set, because the wheel set looks awesome down there.
Yeah.
It's got all the drivers still connected to it, everything. Boom, just sitting there.
So say the B&O Railroad actually has a GG1 just sitting there too. It's just
Yeah.
rotting away. It's all roached out, unfortunately.
I saw something on TV yesterday where somebody bought an old caboose and turned it into their cabin, like a getaway cabin. That was pretty cool.
Sounds
Yeah.
like a plan.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah,
That's
I've seen a
awesome.
lot of people turning stuff like that into what they call small homes and stuff like
Uh-huh.
that. They stick
John
them
A.
out
Dawson, yes, they do.
Hello,
And-
John A. Dawson. Long time no see.
John, I don't know what you're trying to buy, but check out. I just have to keep plugging it. Check out one of my channel sponsors, Iron Planet Hobbies. They also ship to Canada as well.
Yeah, free shipping.
Yeah, Leslie, that ain't that the truth?
Keith, I've ordered from Iron Planet Hobbies in the past. Like I got my DigiKey stuff from them and stuff.
Yep.
But everything else I try to look for, it's always out of stock. I don't know what's going on.
They just restocked a huge amount of stuff. Like the DCC concept just got restocked. The Monroe models kits just got restocked.
The manufacturers have been out.
Yeah.
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 A lot of it's manufacturing
anybody
problems.
find
A lot of it is train world's been shut down for what 8-10 months now, with New York being in lockdown.
New York's in lockdown?
Or they were. I know they were at one point, because
Yeah,
I remember looking
train-
at stuff for
Train World's open. You just can't go in the store. They're only doing
Yeah.
online shipping.
Okay.
Yeah, you go. They've never closed for online orders.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was just the storefront itself was closed then. Okay, that's
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of the storefronts around the country have closed, but New York never went into a full lockdown. We've got regulations and stuff, but we've never
okay.
we've never actually done a full lockdown.
Yeah, I didn't know what all. I just remember seeing bits and pieces of stuff from different people, but it's been months since I even looked at any of it.
Yeah.
I haven't used Train World in a while. I used Model Train stuff a couple weeks ago, which is just MB Klein in disguise.
Yeah,
I bought stuff from them. And eBay too. I mean, a lot of these guys are all still on eBay shipping stuff. The problem is they ship it USPS, so you never get it. But
Yeah.
You know.
Well, they have
Outside of
they have the option. They have the option when they're printing their shipping labels through
Yeah.
USB on there to go UPS, but you have
And
to
that's
ask.
what they've been doing. A lot of them at request have been doing that.
Yeah, because I know the two train places I use have gone now to UPS over postal service because of all the issues.
Yeah. Let me turn my light on here. Blow me up for a second. Here's one of the ones I built today.
What is it, Frank?
Wrong one. That's heat
Oh,
all
nice.
over. That is
I like-
nice.
I like them because they're only about 8.5 inches long, so they make the tight curves on mine.
Yeah. What you want, if you've got tight curves on your layout, they need to be shorter.
Yeah.
That's why I always use Athearn passenger cars because they're what, 75 foot instead of 85 foot.
Yeah, these are the old time cars, the Harriman styles, and they sent me an extra bag. Oh, what they sent me? Extra observation and an extra baggage car. I'm gonna throw them right
nice.
on eBay. I don't need two extras.
It's not worth having too much.
You know, Frank, if it wasn't for you being HO, I'd say I'd take them off your hands because I'm looking for an observation cars, but I'm running N. I run N scale, so won't do me any good.
I'm
No,
looking for observation, but for CB and Q heavyweight.
CB and Q. Do you airbrush at all?
Years ago I did, Frank. I haven't, and I don't have an airbrush kit anymore. That's one of the things on my list.
Amazon has that cheap one on Amazon. I use it. It works great.
Yeah, I've got 4 Cato bi-level commuter cars in Amtrak that I need to airbrush. I got the decals all ready to turn them back over to Burlington.
Oh, okay. Because I have some extra passenger cars, River Rossies and Walters and stuff, and a couple observation cars. You could, if you wanted to repaint one, you could. They're heavyweights.
Riviosities don't track very well.
No, they do not.
Yeah, that's what I'm running into with.
I've got 6 Union Pacific Riviosi cars that I can't run on my layout. Now, I do have a couple Walters. Yeah, it's more than wheels. It's the length. Those are 85-foot cars. Same with Walters, and they're just too long. What I've been able to do on the Catos, Cato has a conversion kit for KD couplings, and then I went and put long shank couplers on them, KD long shanks. So now that increases the separation between the cars. So now they can actually round those tighter corners.
Yeah, that's my problem. I'm running the 80-foot Pullmans in N scale, and on the 12 and 15-inch radius I got, I can only run one behind a locomotive. If I go any more than 3 cars, because of the short shanks on them, they'll either derail or pull everything over, including the locomotive. They'll domino back up and derail.
Yeah. Well, you guys will pull your hair out on my layout. I got a 2% grade with a bend in it. And then when it comes back down, it's more like a 4% grade with an S bend in it. You guys will pull your hair out.
No, here. You want to talk about? Yeah, I've got. That's a 2% grade right there. That goes up there. That basically goes up 4 feet of bend, and then it's 1%, or it's a 2% drop from there coming down on that inner track from the loop. That loop is all basically a grade.
Yeah. Well,
my E-units, I didn't have cars up at 2.5% grade, no problem.
Oh, mine goes up to grade. My trains go up to grade, no problem. It got that 18-inch radius in the bend, but coming down that 4% grade, because I didn't have much room to bring it back down, I hit it behind the mountain, but it comes roaring down that 4% grade, and then it has a S-bend to change direction.
Yeah, the other thing I did is I went to use my my one spot to cut some foam last night. I actually moved. I got the crossover track to finally work. I finally figured out how to get it where I can get one side running and then have both sides wired for power
Oh,
on
nice.
the
What
right hand
crossovers are
turnover.
you using? You're doing N scale. Kato?
Yeah, I'm using the Kato. I've got the left hand and right hand double track turnout. There's the other one.
Okay, because I had Kato track before in N scale, and
Yeah.
I had the double crossover.
Yeah, I've got that.
Yeah, you only have
want
the
the-
right
want
or
the
left.
double-
I had the double.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got the right and the left. I want the double. That's my next acquisition, but that's for the expansion if I ever get around to doing it.
Right.
As it stands right now, I'm not doing the expansion at all. I've put all those boards on hold. I mean, I've got one sitting over there. I've got 3 behind me, and I'm at the point. I'm like, no, I'm done. I'm not doing the expansion.
When I had N scale, I just had 2 loops connected with a double crossover, just so I could put the train in or out.
Yeah.
I got to tear out these tracks here because I got to put a crossover in.
Now with HO, I use all of Bachman's Easy Track stuff, and
Thanks for coming,
ballast
Steve.
it and stuff. I got double crossovers and Ys, and for the most part, I use a DCC controlled turnouts. But somebody before, I guess it was on Tom's channel, whatever, put me down with DigiKeys, and I got a block off of them. It controls the old 3-way wire switches on
Yeah.
a DCC system.
Yep.
So now I can control all my switches from the DCC, even the ones that weren't DCC to begin with.
Yeah.
I use
The
all smell, which have a decoder in it inside them. So,
Yeah.
yeah, that's the one thing with
Yeah. Bachmans aren't prototypical. They go, and that's
yeah,
real
the
quick.
Kato, you've got the snap switch on it, and actually Roy Smith and shoot, I forgot his N-Scale Union Pacific Evanston actually went through and changed out to the NEC
hi, Randall.
switch cats
Hi, Randall.
Hi, Randall.
and put switch cats on his layout for all his turnouts that he had, and I was like, oh yeah, that's right, and it's off your accessory key, and he's got them numbered like one. I think he's got like 20 of them.
My last layout, I was back when they first started coming out with those tortoise switch machines, and actually, I put 2 of them on in the back part of the layout where I really couldn't reach back there to hand throw switches.
Yeah.
And I don't like them. I mean, yes, they're nice. I switch it nice and slow, but when you got a train going somewhere and you forgot to switch the track, it don't switch too dang quick.
Yeah.
I like to
That's
snap
an
switches.
operator. Frank, that's an operator issue, not the switch issue.
Yeah, it is. It is. But that last minute.
I know the panic. I know the panic.
The ocean.
See,
It snaps.
that's why no matter what, let's see if I can pop one of these off of here.
What I like about the Tortoise and Smale, though, is they got 2 double pull, double throw internal switches. So you can power your frogs real easily, all right, and eliminate dead spots. You really don't need to keep alive to get across a frog that's got electro frog. Okay, still might need it for dirty spots in the track, but switches become a non-issue.
Right.
Yeah.
The Bachman DCC tracks are actually powered frogs, because if you have, say you throw the switch and then you don't throw it back and a train comes on that same track, it will trip the DCC system. The frogs are already powered.
Yeah. That's why.
So if anyone's
Actually,
curious, I've got the GG1 going on the rolling, whatever this is called, rolling road.
Cool. One of the things I did, and I actually got that from Roy Smith, is putting whatever side of your
We lose heat.
turnout
Jason's back.
you want to keep powered. You put isolator joiners on it to keep it from taking the power out. So even if your frog is powered, it won't trip your system when you flip that DCC or the turnout. But yeah, one of the things I'm old school when it comes to the turnouts.
Yeah.
I don't think I'll ever go DCC because, like you said, Frank, you'll be running the train and then it's like, oh yeah, there's a turnout. Which way's the turnout set? And it's like trying to remember how to do it on the controller. It's like I could see me doing that and just having a train jump off one of my switches on
mine,
the track.
On mine, I just hit like accessory. Like accessory 1 is the track. It sits right is the crossover that sits right in front of me. Accessory 1 is to go straight, and 2 is two turns.
Yeah.
You know. So
Eventually,
all my switches number 2 turns, and one is to make them go through.
Eventually, when I get everything done, the new computer down here, I'll have a touchscreen monitor right here, and then Panel Pro off of JMRI. Just it'll show me how my switches are set, and just touch the monitor and throw the switch.
You know, Cato there come out with a lot of, like, they have that track with the automatic signal built onto it. I'm actually thinking about buying 1 or 2 of those and cutting them up so I can attach it into the Bachman track, because that's my problem with the signals. It took me forever to get my crossing signals to work with the little infrared detectors or IRs. Yeah, the IR switches, and get them timed out. I was forget this. I'm not even going to try to do that with signals. There'll be so many IRs everywhere. One of my first questions
IR for block detection. IR, I think. I'm still up in the air whether I want to go IR or current-based block detection.
Well, NCE has that nice current-based thing. You just put it on your feeder for that section and put in. You got to run feeders anyway if you got any size, but
right.
You insulate the section, and on that feeder you just put that sensor, and it senses when something's drawing power in it. Boop.
Well, you can actually run multiple feeders for that same block through the same board. That round magnet with the hole.
Yeah.
You wrap you can take 3 sets of feeders and through the same one for that whole block. You don't have to just have 1 feeder.
Yeah. But it'll let you know if something's sitting in the block, because DCC especially, even if you don't have it moving, you have the lights on. That decoder's still drawing power.
Yeah. But
So it'll tell you if it's occupied.
what if the back of the train is still in the other block?
Operator error.
That's the difference with IR.
So
if you have an IR,
So what you need to do is, Steve, for the block detection, you just need, for current block detection, in order to track the end of your train, you just need a wheel set with a resistor in it. And there's all the information online about what resistor to put between the wheel set and everything. And you just need to make sure, either all your cabooses, or if you don't run cabooses, whatever your Freds are, have the resistor in it to detect the current, and then it can detect the front and the back.
Right. And you do the same thing with your passenger car, your observations on your passenger car.
Yes. Well, and if you have lighting in your cabooses or lighting in your passenger cars, or even just a Fred, it may detect it without any.
It should.
Without the need for anything. So.
If you're looking at the bottom wheel right here, that's actually a resistor that's glued on.
Wow.
Yep,
So I use I use current. So as far as this car goes, I have one just on this axle and one just on this axle.
Yep.
And so that way the block detection can still see the cars, past the locomotives. And it don't draw that much power.
No, it's
See, train freak, I don't care what people say about you.
Do what?
See, I say all that negative stuff people say about you, I don't believe it for a minute.
I wouldn't believe a word what they say about Jason.
I mean, they kept talking about him not being able to get past step 1.
I was telling Jason the other day that I used the wrong solder to put a decoder in one time. And the decoder stopped working 3 months later.
Was it the solder, or didn't you say it was flux?
No, the flux. Yeah, the flux. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, acid-based flux.
I used acid-based flux. It worked, and then the decoder shorted out. 3 months later, I opened the engine up, and it was all the board was ready to fall apart.
It'll do that. It'll do that.
Yeah. Well, in the flux that I use, I actually contacted Soundtracks and asked them, okay, what flux are y'all using? And they told me where they got it from and everything, and I just order exactly what they use.
Yeah, you just got to.
So that way I know not to screw it up.
Yeah,
hey, Brian, in response to your comment, man, anything that comes up, let me know. My email's on my YouTube page. I'm on Facebook.
He's on billboards in New York now.
Don't think it's fun to need magnification to do anything. You don't need the magnification to run the trains. Yes, to work on some of them you do, but you see, I'm wearing glasses now. It's I think it's all just a part of the hobby. And the reality is, at some point, you'd need glasses to work on HO scale also. So.
Yep.
Yeah, you got that right.
I'm on HO. I'm on double I, but it's HO in your eyes. And I wear glasses, and I still struggle to see some stuff.
Well, I'm like this all day.
Lee, we know. We've seen the hammer that you use.
That's gone out the window now, though, Heath.
Well, we've seen the amount of glue you use also.
Yeah, that's true. It's not that bad at the moment. I'm working with Dad's clay at the moment. I'm building.
Yeah, that's the reason I don't have N scale anymore. Is my eyes. And when I got to put a magnifier over my glasses, that's too much.
We've had to have
the bigger issue for me. The bigger issue for me would be the hands. Once I can't keep my hands steady.
Or sausage fingers.
Yeah, I was about to say that, sausage fingers.
So SPM 53 is 45 and doesn't use magnification. See, I agree with Leslie. If you need magnification, is the job really needed? No one's going to notice.
Yeah.
Not running, they'll notice.
Try to put ditch lights in one of your N scales. Let me know how that goes.
Well, Andy, you think you have a stream monitor? I'm using a 47-inch TV.
I would love to have a big TV up here so I could actually see stuff.
That'll be happening with me soon. I've just got to get the all repaired on my laptop.
And when you guys did the Christmas show, I threw it up on my TV from YouTube. I streamed it to my TV because it was just too damn funny. I couldn't sit there and hold my phone that long.
I was watching it on laptop, and that was bad enough.
Leslie, I'm also 63. I have to have a magnifier.
It's actually interesting seeing all the ages of people here because you talk to the NMRA and they're like, model railroaders, they target everyone after 60. But it's like, it's interesting just to see people throwing their ages up.
I'll be 52 next month.
Yep. I'm 47. There's a lot of us.
The day after your show. My wife's birthday is actually on Valentine's Day. Mine's the day after.
Oh, nice.
Well, mine was last Sunday.
Did anybody? Hey, happy birthday! Anybody get Heath a Cupid costume for next month yet?
Nope, not yet.
I thought that was going to be for Rick.
Oh, Rick's probably going to guest, I guess, on his show that day. Yeah, somebody's going to have to. Heath ain't going to wear a diaper.
Rick doesn't need to buy one. Rick already has one.
Yeah, that's true. He needs to do better than the Christmas tree.
Andy Ambrose says, I am of an NMRA age.
Same here.
Yeah. So it's kind of interesting. I don't know if you guys see this, but with the GG1 and N scale, one of the sort of things I guess I ran into is that I couldn't put them on every axle because the wheels of them would actually touch together. What?
That doesn't look like a GG1.
This.
The little one is.
I'm talking.
That's a PA.
Yeah.
Frank, do I need to make it bigger for you?
Yes, I'm on my phone, man. All I saw was that Tuscan red thing.
Hey, Brian, exactly, man. People, the whole blame Heath thing, people can, it's all good as long as they're talking about me. Oh, yeah. Z, you're a microbiologist? Or you're saying that we're all microbiologists trying to work on these trains?
Now, does that N scale GG1 have the option to use the cantilever with the overhead power?
I don't remember the answer.
I know I have a Bachmann GG1 and it does.
I don't remember on the N scale. Oh, so just to, I'm not going to buy one, but I hope somebody does. Rapido just came out with an HO scale, HO scale, not a GG one, but another electric one with working pantographs. Like from the DCC decoder, you can raise and lower the pantographs.
Oh, wow.
Leslie, yes, it is. Yes, it is. My mom built a blue box car when she was pregnant with me, so technically I've been modeling before birth. That's pretty awesome. If you guys want to see a collection of trains, and I hope that he buys, I hope he does a video on his collection. My Life Tracks has a collection of locomotives that people need to see. So, yeah, he takes a roasting, particularly because he has such a good personality, which makes it fun to blame him for everything. John, thank you so much. I'm guessing if you bought that there are 0 in stock right now of the 12s, but there should still be 8s and 4s in stock. But that's pretty awesome, man. I think now I want to go check. He may have just sold out. Oh, too funny.
Send him a copy of the stream or send him the link to the stream afterwards and say, where's my commission?
Well, what's funny is I'm kind of doing this during the stream because I was going to put together a little short video to a short video on this sort of to promote it and to promote them. But now if they're all let's see, rolling roads, let's see, here's 2, 4. Oh, interesting. You can buy a 2-piece also, a 2, 4, 8, and a 12.
What?
Yeah, so the 12s are now out of stock.
Oh.
So if you wanted a 12, you have to wait. But it looks like he's got 3 of the 8s in stock. So yeah, they're 3 8s, and he's selling out Iron Planet. I'm not selling them out. I'm actually, I mean, now shows out of stock. Yeah, for the here we go. I have the ability to share my screen. Let's actually make that happen. Which is there we go. Yeah, so 3 in stock. This is the 8-piece one. You can see right here. But if we go back and look at the 12-piece, it says join waitlist right now because we've completely sold them out during today's stream.
That's good.
But yeah, if you don't know these guys, I mean, here, they do Broadway Limited, they do, all the DCC manufacturers really. They import a lot of the DCC stuff that you can't really get here in the U.S. Like they do RR circuits, TCS, Wi-Fi tracks,
Click on one of those Broadway limited locos and see if it's in stock.
Let's find out.
Like the 462, the K4, whatever.
Oh, that's really awesome, SPN 53.
Oh,
Yeah, the discount is great. You know, I mean yeah, it's really great. Yeah, it looks like some of this is out of stock.
Yeah, see?
Yeah, it's it's tough now to keep stuff in stock. I gotta say. Yeah, they're out of stock on some of these. Oh well, this one's available for back order. These are available for back order.
He's out of stock, Keith.
No, so he does it differently. So if you can back order it, it says back order. If it's out of stock, it's out of stock. So there's a whole actual section for pre-orders on his website. So this is anything that's that you can pre-order. So I've actually pre-ordered. Oh, it's not even here anymore. I pre-ordered the Kato UP1111 from him. But yeah, whatever you need, DCC
Those
items.
are all in scale.
Of course.
He's not gonna,
why would they?
He's gonna buy G scale.
What other scale is there? I don't understand. You guys.
The
I don't
best
understand
scale,
you guys. You're very confusing. Pete, they're the DCC Concepts one. What? Oh yeah. So Hatton's does rolling roads, but the things with the Hatton's one is they're not adjustable. So you have to buy whatever scale they are, and they're the same exact cost as these from DCC Concepts. So somebody's feeding back because I can hear myself. But they do HO stuff. Like here's the HO signal kits from Atlas, and yeah, wow, even the Rolling Thunder's out.
Hey, one of my first questions when I first started looking at these forums and watching videos and stuff was, is there a way possibly this to hook, you have 3 wires going into a switch anyway on the older type switches. Is there a way to run your signals off those 3
he's brought me
wires?
up now.
Is there a way to run your signals off the switch pod?
Well, that's what, like the Caboose Industries, the powered ones with the 3 wires going down.
Yeah.
You can use them to throw your switch as well as use them for the signals. I mean, that's what they're for. You just need a double pull,
double throw.
Does it have to be double throw? That's what I was wondering. It needs to be double pull. It does need to be double throw.
Thing,
okay,
yes.
double pull, double throw, and
I
you can
can
do all your signaling with them also. Yeah.
And if you plan ahead, Frank, and throw the switches soon enough, you can use a tortoise.
Oh man.
Sorry, Frank.
I had my SD78 run into the back of my passenger car the other day because I didn't know the switch was thrown. It went flying into the yard.
You don't want to start doing that with trains.
You've seen the video of my E9 flying off the table, haven't you?
Yeah.
That was not switch related, but I can sympathize.
Yeah, so SPN 53 says, yes, you need a relay to a power source. The power for your signal system needs to be a separate power than the power to throw your switches, because the signaling's probably 3 volts and your switches to throw your switches are 12 volts. Which is probably why you need the double pull, double throw, because you can then do
somebody's
3
going to
volts on one side and the
Somebody's
12
going to
on
have
the
to draw that up for me because all I want to do is throw my switch and have the signal change.
What switches do you have?
I have all those Bachman switches.
What switches are you going to buy?
Well, I'm going to use those. It's not going to work with the DCC ones, I don't think, but I do have those. I do have those 3-way. Yeah, I'm not tearing it up. It's down. When that train layout comes down, it's coming down with a sawzall.
Yeah. So what somebody said here, Timber Surf. I know of a circuit board that can detect solenoid pulses and remember them. So there is probably a board out there that you can hook up in line with your switches, and it'll know when you throw the switch and then set off another relay, but it's probably pretty complicated.
It's complicated me even trying to think about it.
Yeah, but what do you
Wiring
use now
gets
to
me
throw your switches?
complicated.
And then you bust into Arduinos and it just makes my head smoke. So
What do you use now to throw your switches?
my DCC controller.
Oh, so if they're DCC, you could just get another decoder and put your signals on the decoder and set the address the same. And when you throw the switch, it'll throw the decoder. So you could get like an NC Switch 8 or a DR4018 or any sort of switch decoder, and you could put your signals on that decoder.
Yeah, all but 3 of the switches are DCC now. And the other 3 are worked off the DigiKeys machine, so I control them DCC too now.
Yep. Z, Iron Planet Hobbies does a lot of DCC videos. DCC Train, the DCC guy. I don't know of a specific video to point you to, but there are definitely guys out there that have DCC videos on switches and signaling.
Yeah. If you find it, let me know.
Yes. So here's another thing. So at the last Edison Greenberg train show I went to, they used reed switches, and when the bar on the turnout would throw, it would hit the reed switch, and then that would indicate then which way it was thrown. So it was either thrown and on or not thrown and off. So you could just add some little reed switches that, I don't have any turnouts here, but if the turnout has a little bar that it could hit, you could absolutely do it that way.
I have lots of signals sitting in a box, but no way to figure it out.
So SP, the answer is no, not with the Bachmann setup.
Maybe we should check this out regular thing.
Yeah. Oh no, John is throwing down. Frank, can you see that comment?
Yes, I see that comment. I'm trying to look up at you so I can ignore it.
John, welcome to the stream, John. Way to make an entrance. Way to make an entrance.
Well, you know what? I'm going to laugh.
Road's pretty cool.
This Sunday when they do that to KC.
Well, you guys can come back and fight about it then. I think so. I'm just playing with this throttle, recently, right? So I bought this one because I'm like showing you stuff and you can't see it. I bought this one because my club is Digitrax and I wanted a Digitrax throttle and it works with the Digikais. So I said, why not? And I bought this. And then I got this when this was released. And I got to tell you, this utility, you can set up consists now on the utility throttle. You can throw switches now on the utility throttle. And it's got the switch for forward and brake. I don't know.
Is that a Digikais or is that a Digitrax utility?
This is the Digitrax. So this is the replacement for the UT4.
Digijump.
So this is the UT6. And I gotta tell you, even the buttons and everything, I feel like work better on this UT throttle. I'm really liking the way this I was like, why didn't they just put a button on it? Like, that doesn't make sense. But I gotta tell you, for operations and stuff, having the brake control and like the way this fits in your hand is just so different than this. The 2 throttles are great for like t-trak because I've got 2 main lines. But I gotta tell you,
and that's
but you can only run one loco at a time with it, right?
Say that one more time, Steve.
You can only run one loco at a time.
Well, you only have one knob at a time. I mean, you select the loco the same way you would select it on here. You can just have two locos selected on here. You can only have one selected on here.
Yeah.
But you can. You used to not be able to create consists with the UT throttle. So you used to have to set up a consist with this throttle, dispatch it, and then pick up the consist number on the UT throttle. Now you can make consists on this throttle.
That's pretty cool.
Is that changeable to a switching mode?
There's an S right here on this button. So same with this, where it's got the locomotive shape, and then it's got the switch. Same here, it's got the locomotive and the switch. And then it's using this.
I'm not talking about throwing.
Anthony, they were definitely hungrier than us.
Where the wheel, when you turn it one way from center, it'll go forward. Turn it the other way, it goes reverse.
My understanding is no, because it's got the whole brake switch on it.
Oh, okay.
So it doesn't do that. I know the multi-mouse does that.
The changeover.
The Roku multi-mouse, but I don't. Frank, I see steam coming out of your heads trying to read this comment.
Yeah.
He's thinking too hard. I'll be glad when I've finished these walls.
My turnouts aren't power routing.
So the UK guy has no idea what the Cleveland Browns are.
No, I don't.
They're like a Mr. Hanky of the football world.
It's American football team, Andy.
I think they made a song about them. It's called Mr. Hanky the Christmas Pooh.
What?
You never heard that? It's from South Park, Mr. Hanky the Christmas Pooh.
I know. I know Mr. Hanky. Okay, yeah. Yep.
I need a drink. I'll be right back.
Oh, man.
So, anything else anyone wants to talk about?
No. I'll be glad when I finish modelling these walls. I'm sick to death of modelling Dad's clay into scribing walls. I thought it'd be easy creating them.
That is too funny. Cleveland Brown is a character from Family Guy.
It is.
But the Cleveland Browns that they were talking about was a football team.
I know.
But I wasn't sure. Andy said, thank you. And I wasn't sure if he was saying, thank you to Leslie saying that Cleveland Brown was a character or whether he was. I'm so confused. So does anybody have any idea who is in the Super Bowl this year? I don't even know. Is it decided yet, or are there still more games? Jason's shaking his head no in shaming me because I don't know, or agreeing that he doesn't know either.
What doesn't Jason know?
Who's playing in the Super Bowl?
I don't keep
There's still more games. Cleveland's got to play Kansas City. The Saints got to play Tampa and Tom Brady this weekend. Who else is playing? Oh, I forget the other two games. There's two other games.
So if people don't know, so Brown is the Cleveland Browns, but didn't they leave Cleveland? Oh, but I think they came back. But a Buckeye is Ohio Buckeye, which is Ohio State University? Or is it Ohio? Yeah. Ohio State, right, is the Buckeye. So
yeah, I was in Pennsylvania.
I do.
The Cleveland Browns fell out of a Buckeye.
I do, Timber. I'm raising my hand. I don't know if you can see it on the screen.
Oh, yeah, I'll take some.
Yeah, man, the Clydesdale commercials that they make for the Super Bowl.
I want to see how they do.
It's still the playoffs.
I want to see how they do the halftime show since they can't have 1 million people running around on the field.
Well, are they going to even have people in the stands? They haven't played a game with people in the stands yet this season, have they?
The Steelers have had people in the stands a couple times, but a limited number, and then they cut them off again.
So John's telling me to sit this one out. I'm not sure what he's telling me to sit out.
He's probably talking about your New York Giants.
Yeah, so Anthony says, I believe the Browns franchise moved and I think became the Ravens.
Correct.
So they gave up the name, so then somebody brought the name back to...
When the Browns were sold, they did not sell the name.
Oh, I didn't realize they didn't sell the name. I thought they just didn't end up using the name.
No, they became the Ravens, and then the same thing with Tennessee. The Tennessee used to be the Houston Oilers.
I'm sorry, what?
Tennessee Titans used to be the Houston Oilers. They moved and changed their name.
Yep.
And
That would be like the New England Patriots moving to like Georgia and becoming the Georgia Patriots.
Yeah, well, yeah. So the Houston Oilers moved to Tennessee, became the Titans, and then Houston said not to use that name anymore and made it the Texans.
Well, when you're talking about like professional sports and like trading or I guess selling teams to other cities, the big one would be like New Orleans. You used to have the New Orleans Jazz, and now it's in Utah.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, right. Yeah, Utah Jazz, right? That makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
yeah, it used to be New Orleans.
Yeah.
And then when the Charlotte Hornets, so they went to New Orleans and was the New Orleans Hornets, which eventually they changed their name to the Pelicans. And then because New Orleans still owns the Hornets name, even though that Charlotte got another team, that's why Charlotte's not the Hornets or the Bobcats now.
Yeah.
Like Memphis. Memphis was the Vancouver Grizzlies, and now they're Memphis.
Yeah.
So the other cool thing about this is I put the... Sorry, I'm like thinking train stuff, I know. But this can take AA batteries, but they make this little battery that goes in it. And it charged very quickly, and it's actually holding the charge pretty well. I don't have one for this throttle. I may have to get another one. It's kind of neat, the little battery. I like.
Hi, John. Johnny Dawson.
Yeah, I got one of these, but it goes through 9-volt batteries quickly.
Oh, well, yeah, I mean, that's... Yeah, the fact that they didn't have an off switch on that thing is...
right.
That's what's kind of nice about these is they actually have an off that you can push, or they just time out after a certain time and go into standby, and then the battery doesn't drain.
I can use my phone to control my phones.
They tell you on this one to flip the battery.
Yeah, but then you got to open it up every time.
Exactly, and then you end up breaking the tab.
Yeah. I mean, I can barely remember to like wash my hands after going to the bathroom. Like, no, I'm just kidding. Like,
Who that? Who that?
but there are other things that my mind is thinking about than switching a battery. So I do feel like they solved a lot of things that were wrong. Wrong?
I use these old
They
cell
solved
phones.
things with these. Yeah, I don't have an old cell phone because every time I upgrade with the iPhone now, they take it away.
Huh.
So.
Well, these are old HTC Evos or ones or whatever.
Yeah.
And I got 2 of them, so.
I've thought about going on what's that place called, like eBay, and trying to buy, an old phone or whatever. But people just want so much money for them. It's just ridiculous how much money people want. I don't know where this is supposed to go. Maybe.
So you've been pushing your heat and your channel pretty decent. When are you going to put a billboard in Times Square?
So here's a funny story. Here, keep talking, and I'll get back to your question in 1 second, Frank.
Thanks, Heath.
No, that's Heath for you, isn't it? He's trying to think of the answer.
No.
Okay,
I know
so-
the answer.
He was blowing me off.
So, Heath, I noticed you're wearing glasses today.
Yeah, because when I started taking the screws out of those, I couldn't see.
He wants to make him look intelligent.
See, Lee knows. It's all a scam.
Yeah, yeah. He's looking intelligent, so we can't blame Heath.
I'm trying to think if I'm actually allowed to say what I'm about to say or not.
You have the 14. The channel's not for kids on your disclaimer, don't you?
Yeah, I just don't know if I'm under an NDA or not. That's what I'm not sure about. So this is H&M in Times Square, which you see right here. So this is a big LED display. So you talk about installing LED displays in Times Square. This is what I used to do.
Wow.
Many years ago. But yeah, that was I was a project manager and I used to install LED displays in Times Square. So while your joke was sort of funny, it was actually relevant.
Yeah, I'm surprised you don't have a back door in there. Put up there whatever you want. Broadcasting these channels from Times Square.
One, I don't want to be completely unemployable for the rest of my life, so I would definitely never do that. But yeah, we don't do the content. We just do the physical LED display itself. So J94, that's not me. That's, I believe, Steve with the sheep.
No, that's Jason with the sheep.
Oh, that's Jason with the sheep with his box car. Look at his face.
Right.
Yeah, it
It's
is.
not a box car. It's a stock car.
Yeah, get it
Stock
right.
car.
Get it right. Tell him to get it right.
I have two of the Broadway Limited cow cars, cow stock cars.
Yeah, I actually got and this is one of my upcoming projects is I have these little sound boards. You put the sounds on the little micro SD card, you pop it in, and it's gonna make sound. These are available from CMR Products. So I need to.
Mine's on right now.
I have three of something similar to that. I got it off Amazon. I think you plug it into your headphone jack and record anything you want on it.
Yep. So same thing. Steve, these are what you have, right, on your layout.
I got the cows on now. Alexa, pigs on.
You just got to put some pigs on.
That'd go well on my cattle market.
I have one of those. I have one of those soundboards hidden behind the church next to my cemetery. When you hit the button, it plays a eulogy for a model railroader.
Oh, that'd be cool on my church scene. I've got that, Frank.
Some of the rooms behind the billboards for all the equipment are bigger than my apartment.
I bet.
Yeah. Let me mute this because it's gonna.
Can you hear
Somebody's got some pretty bad feed. Who killed the cow?
I got pigs on.
Oh, okay.
One of my GoPros disconnects from my little camera tools thing, and I don't know why. So I have to manually stop it. Manually power it off.
Is it a battery saving thing?
No, because it's still recording. So this you can't see. This camera right here,
right,
is just for streaming. I have a GoPro next to it that I use for recording. And for some reason, the GoPro next to it, I have a program so I can hit record and start my two GoPros recording at the same time, because then it makes it easier to sync stuff up in post. But for some reason, the overhead one disconnects from that system, and I don't know. I don't really know why it does that.
Alexa, pigs off.
Okay.
I think it's too funny that you've got it on the
on the Amazon Alexa.
Yeah.
Alexa, cows off.
Okay.
Those stock car noises are so Arkansas.
The sheep ones are.
If you want to use audio, I use an Adafruit sound effects board and Bowser dual sugar cube speaker. Oh, that's cool. Do you do that for your box cars, or are you talking about just for the layout?
As you know, Fenworks didn't just acquire
Andy Ambrose said this, Jason.
Ironically, Arkansas doesn't herd sheep.
So I'm very excited.
That sounds so West Virginia.
Yeah, Brian, they connect via Bluetooth, and I think when I have the Bluetooth on my phone, I think the camera gets confused and connects to the phone because the phone thinks it wants to be in charge.
You probably have it on auto connect.
Yeah, that's one good thing about, like, the little soundboard I showed is basically you turn it on and it just plays the sounds. Whereas if you use what you're talking about with the Adafruit sound effects board, and you program it in with an Arduino, you can, select the different sounds you want.
Arduino's a 4-letter word.
Yes, it is.
Right, Frank?
It absolutely is.
To some people it is.
I just wait for somebody to make the whole thing, and I buy the package.
There you
go. Did we lose Lee? He seems to be deep in thought with his. I haven't heard him talk in like 20 minutes.
No, I am here. I'm just trying to concentrate getting this wall done.
So if somebody wants to wire signals to a Bachman turnout or whatever, I will buy them off you.
No, I'm doing a fiddly job. If you look at that, Heath, I'm got Daz clay and I'm making brickwork out of it.
Yep.
Old stone wall.
Yeah, but it's dead fiddly to do because I've let it dry and now I'm modelling it. But it works wonders when I take a wash over it. It stands out brilliant. I will be doing it. Once I've done it, I will be doing a video once I've done it and put it in its place. It's going in front of my church. I've got a big church scene that's got a graveyard at the back of it, memorial. I've done a lot of work on it.
Pete, is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Pete, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
There you go, Andy.
Oh, it's a standalone board, so it doesn't even use the Arduino programmer. It's literally a sound. I'll have to take a look for it.
Yeah, it's like that little thing you have there that you showed that was available from your one little standalone board.
Oh, I'm curious how much that is now. Does anyone know, or I'll look in a second. I'm coiling something.
I think I got 3 of the boards I have. I used 2 of them. I think it was $20 for 3 of the boards.
Oh, really? Oh, that's cheap.
Trains and things like using Arduinos, don't he?
A lot of people don't like Arduinos.
Yeah, Tom's Trains and things loves Arduinos, don't he?
He's an old computer programmer. That's why.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm about to say.
All right, now
I don't want to have right.
Here.
What is this thing called? Adafruit sound FX.
You see this little board?
Yeah.
3 of those for $20 $20, and it's steady.
It looks identical to my board.
So it's not. So it's not this then, because what I'm looking at right now is not. What I'm looking at right now is not $20 for 3.
Yeah, that's crazy. It doesn't even come with a speaker.
Yeah. So here, let's see. Mini soundboard. Oh, here we go. Here's the whole thing with speakers and everything, but it's $30. Here's $25.
That's just for one, though, right?
Here we go. Oh, this is an MP3 player.
Oh yeah, they're the MP3 player ones you can get to record sounds onto, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean, this looks like it's a whole little MP3 player.
Oh, does it? Ooh.
But I don't see the.
I know Chris Hales has got something that makes the ice cream sounds for his ice cream van.
Oh yeah. Oh, I hadn't heard that.
Yeah, I could do that with this.
I'm trying to convince Keith from CAMP that he needs to make his party train an N scale, and he keeps telling me I'm crazy.
Hey, that would be cool.
Yeah.
Well, everybody.
What's funny is Keith made his, PGA challenge, Train Fanatic challenge, and I was like, dude, you didn't use the party train?
Yeah,
and then he came out with another video afterwards.
I saw that second video. Yep, I saw that. That's too funny. Well, gentlemen, if people want to post in the chat things that they have upcoming, that would be awesome. I am going to probably wrap this up in about 5 minutes. And Frank, I see you showing me your... Where'd you get that from?
Amazon.
Yeah, I've thought about buying a couple from Amazon.
And see, it's got the little button to activate it on the wire. What I do with these things is I take that little wire right there and I hook a doorbell switch on the outside of the layout for the kids to push it.
Oh.
Yep, right. Yeah.
And I just hide these little voice things in the buildings and stuff.
So if you haven't hit the thumbs up, please hit the thumbs up as we sort of wrap this puppy up. I don't even know how many people are here or what's going on. Oh, it looks like 27:39. Maybe that sounds right. Anthony Dodge is live at 3:30. A new bit thanks to Randall in Mystic Valley. Ooh, there we go. On Sunday, this Sunday, Jason?
Yeah.
So Rick the Tree is going to be covering for Jason this Sunday at 8 o'clock for Sidetrack Sunday.
Oh, that's correct. So I've got some other things going on that I'm having to deal with. So I had Rick fill in for me this month. I'm hoping to get back in it next month, and I'm going to try to have Dak Man on with me for February show.
Ooh, Stump the Dak Man? Can we do Stump the Dak Man?
I don't see why not.
I love you ask him random questions and he just knows the answer. So,
yeah, he does.
Train questions.
He does. Yeah. That one seems to know a lot of stuff, doesn't he?
Yeah.
So just to kind of give you a sneak peek of what me and him have in mind is it's going to be more on the operations side, and it's more getting down era specific. What type of rolling stock would you have behind these type of locomotives? So that's just kind of where we're going to kind of get into on the show for February, hopefully. That's the plan.
Yeah, I know operations is a big thing. Oh, I forgot about this too. So before Anthony, so 30 minutes from now, so at about 2 p.m. Eastern my time, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but Tim from Island Scenics is going to announce his winner. Then Anthony Dodge, then Vinny tonight. Sunday is STS. Saturday, there's probably a bunch of stuff. There's Back on Track at 10 a.m.
Yeah.
I've got a live tomorrow as well, 3 o'clock my time.
I think I saw that. It's like at 9 in the morning our time or something. 1.
Be 10. 3 his time, 10 hours. Yeah. Eastern.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It may be. I may even do it later. I'm thinking. I haven't planned it. It's going to be a pop-up. I may do it 6 o'clock so it can try and be with yous. It may go 6 o'clock yet. I'm thinking 6 o'clock. So
Saturday, I feels like interesting. There's more sort of pop-ups than set time stuff. Sunday again, we get back to some of the, the scheduled ones with Nick. I know usually does one on Sunday.
Yeah.
And, Nick from PGH Train Fanatic.
Yeah. Hey, Jason.
Yeah.
How long did you get your flats from Nick, just out of curiosity?
Man, I had those within like a week or two, but that was before the post office had all the delays. And he only had to do one of the flats for me because he advertised on his Discord that he had, these flats already done. And I guess the people who wanted them originally didn't claim them, so he sold them for
typically
cheap
makes
discount.
He lives pretty close to me. He typically makes those things to order, so it usually he usually ships them out within about a week after you order them.
Okay.
Yeah, if he's doing a custom one for you, that's correct.
He's got an awesome new blast furnace. He just put it on eBay. He wants 90 some bucks for it, but it's awesome.
Yeah. Well, I mean, see here. I've got one right here. I can get to.
Mr. Catnuts has joined us.
Yeah, Miss Catnuts
Yeah.
has joined us.
You got the Red Man Barn. I got the Heinz Ketchup Factory.
That's nice, Jason.
I mean, look how 3D it is, but when I turn it on its side.
Yeah, that is nice. Is that one of Nick's buildings?
Yeah.
This is, yeah.
They are good. His buildings do look good. He's got a nice layout.
Here's another one.
Yeah, I ordered 4 of the warehouse bags. That may be one of them that I ordered.
Yeah, it is good.
And there's a LED light right here. I haven't wired them up yet, so I'm curious to see how the LEDs look, or if I'm going to need to add like some type of lamp fixture or something on it to kind of direction the light straight down. But he's got the LED. I'm going to see if I can get this close. He's got it bent down.
You may not need to put you may just need to put some sort of shade around it.
Yeah.
Just take a dab of paint.
And then this one here is actually a combination of 2 of his buildings. This is a custom one here. And it's got a light right there and another one right here.
So that's nice.
Which I could back up like some type of truck to this door and make it pop out.
Yeah.
And the last one. This is the one that I had him do for me. And it only took me
nice.
So
that was nice. And we have Frank.
I like how this is like recessed in, but it's really not.
That's so incredible. Even My Life's Tracks is saying it's amazing how 3D they look.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And then the nice thing is when you get ready to put these on your backdrop, he includes double-sided. I don't know if you can see it. There we go. Double-sided sticky. For you.
Oh, cool.
So and then also the chimney smokes come included too.
He does some good stuff. That layout he's got is decent as well.
Those are vinyl.
That layout
right?
he's got is incredible.
Do what, Steve?
His layout. The layout, I quite like most of his layout.
We're vinyl on foam, right?
Brian, if you subscribe to Jason's channel, Jason should give you a discount on one of his T-shirts.
Oh, hold on. I'm wearing it. I have to angle the camera down. There we go.
Yeah, I followed the trade free.
Yep. I need to get on there and fix the other one because I've got like a neck gaiter that I'm wanting to order for myself, but Teespring's having issues for me to go in there and re-edit my items, and I don't know why. It seems like...
You know what I do is I've created, like I have a store, and then in that store, almost every item is a separate listing. So that I can just go and delete a listing and add the item back. And I make the each listing probably has 3 or 4 items in it. Like I do white T-shirts, colored T-shirts, mugs, separate. So I can just delete it and redo it because I keep having problems with them too.
Yeah, because one of the shirts I was going to order was kind of like Ray's, where it's like the logo's all over. Yep. And my logo on a light blue shirt looked wicked. It was like the logo was ghosted or something.
Yeah,
so,
I saw on Crossed Anchors last night, both, I think it was Mike and GFW Trains had their all over shirts, and they look slick. I mean, they're slick.
They did look slick. I was watching that. I was in that stream for a bit last night.
Yeah, I really Teesprings does some nice stuff. I wish they had more hats. There's a couple things that kind of I wish they had that they don't. But
Yeah, I've got my own merch coming out next month.
You have merch coming out, Lee?
Yeah, I'm in the process of doing it now. I've got it with a guy, fella that's doing all my printing stuff up. I'm getting t-shirts done, mouse mats, and cups. They're going to be getting done.
Oh yeah, it would be cool too. People keep mentioning like instead of just mugs, doing like a tumbler or some more sort of just generic. Cups
I
as
would
well.
I would definitely want a tumbler.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, well, that's
I've
what
got
I'm
this
looking
thing
at.
down here.
What Steve's holding up there, I'm looking at something like that on a.
Yeah,
that'd be
any
ideal.
kind of thing like this.
Made a decal for this, a Blame Heath decal, but it only lasted a week.
Yeah.
The reason I'm going for something like that because you take it to your model railway room. It's something you've got with you, and it's got a lid on it.
Yeah.
If you knock it off, it's not going to get your drink's not going to go all over the layout or wherever you've got it put.
That's a good point.
The problem with the metal is if you set it down on the track, it will short.
That's the only problem with it.
Do you know that from experience, Steve? Are you telling us from personal?
Thank God I have a PM42 on my layout.
Yeah.
So one of the things I've been debating on, Heath, is when I actually go and make my STS car to match yours, Ray's, and John's.
Yeah, you gotta get on that already.
I'm gonna get a black colored pencil and graffiti the word "blame" right above your logo.
That's awesome. Do it up, man. Do it up.
Yeah, that sounds a good idea, that Jason.
Yeah, Iron Planet Hobby does a good job of getting stuff out right away. If you order it in the morning, they will pretty much ship it same day. If it's after like 2-3 o'clock, they might not get it out until the next day, but they do ship very quickly.
And if you live as close as I do, you get it within a day.
Yeah, because it comes direct. But anything coming from Iron Planet to me goes up from Springfield up to Kansas City and then down. And Kansas City lost a package for 4 days?
Yeah, I have similar issues. I ordered something from Colorado that disappeared for almost a week, and then now it's in Omaha, Nebraska. But yeah, some of the things that from Springfield, Missouri, they go to
those soundboards.
Where?
Did Scott tell you the story? Did Scott tell you the story on these soundboards?
No.
He shipped them to me. It took like 5 days to get from Pennsylvania to the Bay, and they went to St. Pete, which is on the other side of the Bay, 25 miles away. You would think that they could ship from St. Pete to Tampa, but no, it had to go to Denver.
No, yeah.
Somebody needs a globe.
Well, I'll tell you, like, I've ordered some stuff off of eBay, and the package coming from Iowa City, Iowa, I ordered 2 days ago, and it's coming today, but it's like the package out in Anaheim and the package up in Secaucus, New Jersey. Man, I don't know when I'm going to get that stuff. Because I'm already getting notifications from USPS saying delays. And I'm like, great. And then there's a kid off of Discord. He was selling some HO stuff because he does in-scale. And I think he's up in the Buffalo area. And I don't know how long it's going to take for that package to come in either.
Yeah, it's a shame that stuff kind of just disappears. It's a bummer.
I get a lot of stuff from Trains with the Z.
Yep.
Up in Buford, Georgia. I get it really quick.
Right.
I think it just depends on where you live and how they route the packages. Because there was back during the whole George Floyd stuff, there was a package I ordered from somewhere in Florida, and it went all the way up to Detroit, Michigan, and then straight to Little Rock from Detroit. So, and I don't know if that's because they did 2 planes. I don't know.
Well,
It's
a lot coming out of the distribution industry, a lot of it has to do with their routing software and the density of product between point A to point B. A lot of times you can go from, let's just take Florida to Detroit to Little Rock faster than you can go Florida to Atlanta
to Nashville to Little Rock.
Yeah. So, because they have the availability on the route to send it both to Detroit and the availability on that route to Little Rock.
Right.
But what bothers me is things just disappear, though.
Yeah, well, that's other issues. That's handling issues. That's not routing software.
Yeah, because I think Heath told us he got a package and USPS showed that they picked it up from Heath, and then there was nothing after that. Nothing.
Yep. Nothing for over a month now. Like
I'm gonna
literally
drop
not
you
even a
right
first scan at the processing center.
Heath, I'm going to drop.
Okay,
It's getting late for me. See you again, Jason. See you again, Steve.
Take care,
Lee.
I will do. I'll see you. I'll probably see you in the streams around. All. Take it easy, everyone. Thanks for having me.
See you later, Lee.
See you later.
Take care, everybody.
I will do. Thanks for having me, Heath. Bye.
Yeah, bye, Lee. Yeah, what My Life's Tracks is saying happened to me as well with I ordered something that was like coming from New York and it went to, I think, Chicago maybe, or some other distribution center instead of going to the New York distribution center. Because at the time, the New York distribution center, they knew it just wouldn't happen. Spent 2 weeks visiting the 5 boroughs in New York. SP and 53, are you in New York City or in one of the boroughs? And My Life Tracks, are you this close as well too? If Train World's 3 hours from your house, we're probably not too far away either. I've got to talk to the girlfriend, but I still want to do a Northlands. I still want to go to Northlands. I think I'm going to do it on Saturday instead of Sunday, but I think March 13th. But we'll see. I don't know. It's hard to plan that kind of stuff right now.
Isn't March 13th a holiday as well? Or is that the 17th?
What holiday would it be?
You know, everybody's Irish on that day. St. Patty's?
Holidays in March.
St. Patty's. I can't remember if it's the 13th or 17th.
So the first full week is Read an eBook Week. It's also National Foreign Language Week. March 8th through 15th is Sleep Awareness Week. I don't see a holiday in March that week.
What?
Should have St. Patrick's.
17th is St. Patrick's Day.
Okay, so it's the 17th.
Oh, the 13th is National Canine Veterans Day.
Oh boy.
The 12th is National Girl Scout Day and Alfred Hitchcock Day.
That's a good combination.
March 11th is the National Promposal Day, as well as the National Funeral Director and Mortician Recognition Day, are both on March 11th.
Say that one fast.
Jeez.
I think my dad's not watching this live because he keeps commenting on things that we've been talking about like an hour ago. So I'm wondering if he's actually knows that he's not watching it live.
Or
it
he's
sounds like he really wants the Browns to go to the Super Bowl.
What, the Browns are going to go?
But he keeps saying go Browns, so I guess he's wanting the Browns to go to the Super Bowl or something.
Are they still even playing?
I don't know.
Have the Browns ever gone to a Super Bowl? I mean,
no.
We're talking about Ohio here.
No, the Browns have never been.
I think there's only 2 teams that have never been, right? It's like the Browns and the Chiefs, maybe, or no? I think the Chiefs went to one like way back in the day.
Dwight, Festivus is over.
I'm trying to remember which one it is. Chargers, maybe?
I think it's the week after Christmas. I could be wrong.
I'm
You'd
trying
have to go-
I'm trying to find it. Let's see. View month, the month of March. Hold on, home.
You'd have to go back and look at Jerry Seinfeld.
Upcoming holidays.
Well, it was made up by George's father.
I don't know how to get to other months in this thing I'm looking at right now. It's just showing me January now. But what's today? Let's see what holidays are today. It's January 15th. So let's scroll down. January 15th. Oh, Martin Luther King's birthday is actually today.
Yeah.
Even though we celebrate it Monday. National Bagel Day.
So
National
MLK
Hats
Day
Day.
is always on a Monday.
Yes. Yep. Yeah, Brian, I don't think you can find the live button. Now, in his defense, he probably doesn't even know there is a live button. Ooh, classic Hitchcocks. Yes, the birds. Yes.
Andy, that is every day.
That's every day, yes.
That's every day. 365 days a year or 366 on a leap year.
Where I come from, when you say the Browns are going to the Super Bowl, it has nothing to do with football. Oh.
Yep.
Apparently they're still in it.
Well, I'll be.
There you go. Thanks for coming, Lee. Get some sleep. We'll see you next time.
Bye, Lee.
Take care, Lee.
All right, so I absolutely am going to get off in 8 minutes because Tim from Island Scenics is doing his thingamajig. So don't let me go past 8 minutes, even though we keep yammering.
So Lee, where do you see the future of your channel in the next year?
Well, funny you should mention that. I've got all of these kits that I'm getting, and I'm trying to find sort of, I don't want to say inexpensive, but like under $20 kits. And what I'm thinking I'm going to do is put together the kits and then give them away, because I just don't have anywhere to store them or anywhere to put most of them. But I want to model. I want to build kits. So I'm thinking I'm going to make a video of this. Now, that said, I don't know who in their right mind is going to want a kit built by me, but I figured,
Sign and date the back of them. It will be artwork.
Yeah,
There you go.
exactly. Yeah. Years from now, people will be like, yeah, remember that guy Blaine Heath? Yeah, this is one of his originals.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'll date them too. So it'll be like 2021 will be like the really cheap ones because I'm still like learning what to do. And then like the 2030 ones will be like the real collector's ones because they'll actually be like decent.
Don't forget to number them because you may build the same one more than one time.
Oh,
That's
there
right.
you go. There you go. Yeah, but I thought
Just make sure when you sign it with your name that you put the word blame in quotations before you sign your first name.
I need to reorganize so that I can actually find things because I can't find them right now. But I've got a bunch of like outhouses and tables and like all kinds of like just stuff that I think it'd be fun to build and just not have to find a place to store it all.
What would be good if you went to Northland on March, whatever, 13th, 12th, or whatever, and a bunch of people showed up with these shirts on?
That would be awesome. Although, I don't know. I got to look. I don't know how many of those shirts there are out there. I think there's maybe only 5 or 6. I don't know that there are too many of them out there. But yeah, if everyone showed up in one, that would be pretty awesome. So I wasn't going to say anything, but the reason for March 13th is my birthday is March 11th. So it's kind of a little bit of like a selfish birthday present thing, which is why I want to go on Saturday the 13th, just so that, whatever. And then my live stream's the 14th, the next day. You know, and then we can talk about that stuff later. It's actually funny. I sent out some mugs recently, and I meant to put the year on it, and I totally forgot. Here you go. Yes, Timber, we actually sent, when we did our STS car contest, we actually sent a letter with our STS cars, sort of as, you know, what they were about and all that kind of stuff.
And that they're 101s.
Yes, yep. My Life Tracks, yes. If you come to Northlands, you have to bring gifts. Not necessarily for me, but, you know, gifts in general. No. If we go, he has to sign all of our t-shirts. That'd be pretty fun. I actually, I signed the mugs that I just sent out, and I tore up the pieces of paper, but I had 2 white pieces of paper with my signature covering it because I was trying to pick one that was somewhat legible. So, you know, I don't know that if I sign the t-shirt, I don't know that the signature would actually be at all legible in any sense of the word.
And here's the thing: if you sign the T-shirt, then nobody's going to want to wear it again because they don't want to throw it in the washing machine.
Exactly.
I've met some model railroaders. I don't know how big of an issue that will be. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
You know, on these shirts, on the back, you should put a target.
There you go.
But if you're wearing the shirt, the target's then on your back, not on my back.
That's
so
true.
I need the Blame Heath custom model for myself.
Well, just put a target background behind Blame Heath.
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
There you go.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. Yeah, because this doesn't have nothing on the back, but yeah, this one's, it's interesting because Steve's is holding up really well. This one's not holding up as well.
Well, I only wear it on Fridays.
I've probably worn mine less than you've worn yours. Because I've got a couple
My
of,
wife
you know.
want to do laundry better?
Is it like the screen prints coming off on yours?
Yeah, what I think it is in long sleeve, they don't have the premium or the nicer shirts. And I'm gonna guess that Steve has a premium t-shirt. And this is just like the basic sort of like rougher t-shirt.
Okay,
and
so it's doing it.
Well.
It's doing it on mine too, and mine's just a generic t-shirt.
Yeah, so what I'm thinking of doing is on the generic ones, I'm thinking of putting, you know, like a square rectangle of, you know, background so that it doesn't come off. You know what I mean? Like, so that it prints as all one piece. Because I've just got some small details in the logo that I think, yeah, do design right here. Yeah, it would be, that is actually a good idea. I should probably write that down. And
I like the Target watermark in the background.
Yeah, I do too, actually.
And then make the bullseye your face.
You got
I do not want my bullseye, my face on a t-shirt.
You got less than a minute, Heath.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks, everybody. I really appreciate it. Thanks for spending your time here. As long as I can keep doing these Friday Hangouts, I'll keep doing these Friday Hangouts. And, you know, have just a fantastic day, everyone. And I'll probably see you in Tim's in a couple minutes. So,
all right. Later,
see you then. Bye, everyone.
Take care.
As soon as I figure out how to get out of it.